What's up, everyone? Hope everyone is doing amazing today. Today, I want to speak with one of our greatest students. Currently, he's been generating a few $1,000s in sales, but it hasn't been easy, to be honest. He's been struggling a lot, but at the end of the day, this man right here has family. This man right here works two jobs. This man right here do so many things, and at the same time, he was able to create a multiple $1,000 per day business, and we're going to scale it even further. And this is just an incredible story because we have so many kind of different students. Some of them, they're very young, they have all of their time in their hand, and at the same time, we have a completely different kind of person with, let's say, family, with house to pay, with things that he needs to handle and that are not easy because, when you're a man and you have family, you have houses, you have parents, you need to take care of everything. It's very hard to maintain balance in your life. And it's quite funny. It's quite funny because most of our successful students have that kind of life. They have family, they have a purpose. And I think that's the reason why they're so successful. And today, I just want to speak a little bit about this incredible student, and we're going to have a conversation so you guys can learn from him. So, just to start, Woj, introduce yourself, who you are, where you came from, and yeah.
Yeah, welcome everyone. I'm Watch. Um, Currently live in Poland, and yeah, as Gilberto said, I have two jobs, uh, two kids, wife, full family, very busy, and yeah, interested in dropshipping, and here I am.
Amazing, amazing. Just tell me, like at the beginning, how was everything? Because you didn't know nothing about dropshipping. So how did you, let's say, got intrigued in dropshipping? Why did you wanted to start this business specifically?
hmm Yeah, when I started mentorship with Gilberto, I literally had no knowledge, or not very basic knowledge, just watching a few videos here and there. But I knew that model of business exists. I don't know where from, but I knew it many years ago. And at some point, I just wasn't happy with where I was in life, what I was doing, where my life was going, and maybe that kind of came with the age as well, where you started thinking, is this is where I want to be? This is how I want to continue. And then, I started thinking, what can I do? How can I change it? And I always had a mm, feeling for e-commerce. I always felt like, that's something I want to do. And then I decided, right, I want to do e-commerce. And then, okay, how do I want to do e-commerce? Well, I have no budget to fund it, let's say. Right, how can I do it? And it's like this common thought process, right? And I started looking at things and checking things like, oh, yeah, of course, dropshipping will allow you to somewhat start with reduced cash flow and cash available, obviously, because you cannot do with zero completely, but, it definitely helps. And that's how I got into it, basically.
As a drop shipper, even if you have, let's say, $5,000 per month, let's say $4,000 per month in terms of profit, you can travel the world. You can do so many things because you're not attached to going to work the 9 to 5. And at the same time, it's so exponential. Like you can grow really exponentially. What happened in your scenario that you go from zero to starting making sales? What is the reason?
Whoa, that's a lot of a question, I think the reason was where I literally had to hit the rock bottom. Like nothing's working. I cannot find any products. Uh, Gilberto somewhat not happy with me because my product research is not good enough. I'm picking crap products, and and kind of started have doubts about myself as well. And but at that point, I just said, no, I'm not giving up. I'm just gonna keep trying. I'm gonna improve. I'm gonna change. And to be honest with you, Gilberto, I did, there were times, there were like key moments that kind of helped me. And some of those key moments was for me to kind of change as a person, I have to up on my work ethic. I had to up on consistency. And, so I had to become a better person, have better qualities beyond just generic dropshipping skill improvements, finding products, marketing, and all that. My personal skills and me as a person had to improve to actually finally find some success.
Amazing, amazing. And you said that let's say you started testing product was difficult and you didn't give up, but why you didn't give up? What was the reason? You could have said, "Oh, let's move on, let's go to something else," because that's what most people do. They simply give up before they find a winner. And the beauty of drop shipping and why I like it so much in a way and I like to teach it is because those kind of people that let's say I'm about to give up, I'm about to give up, and they just don't, they're like 3 to 5 products away to find their winning product after they what they have been through. And for you, it's kind of the same thing. I didn't hear from you for, let's say, a while. And after that, you just came back up with a winning product. And I know you kind of gave up a little bit for a moment, but you were like, no. But why you didn't give up? And I'm telling you, every story of every successful student, it's like that. They just give up and they say, you know what? Let me test a few more. And they find that. And what was the reason that that happened to you?
Um, I think I was really kind of invested into this, right? Like emotionally invested in a way, like when something didn't work, it kind of, it upsets you, right? No one likes to lose, no one likes to be failure, right? You want to succeed, right? That fills you with positive energy. So I really, yeah, I just didn't want to give up because I really wanted to succeed in e-commerce. That was my goal. And to be honest, I think, Gilberto, if I not had your support in a way, what I'm trying to say is that I knew that if I don't give up, eventually it's gonna happen, right? But I just have to stay consistent and keep doing what I'm doing. And because I have that comfort zone, that guidance, even though we not spoke for a while, there was a moment or two, I remember what you told me, right? And that's what really allowed me to keep going.
So basically, if you resume, it's because of your ego. Your ego tells you, I have been here a long time enough. I don't want to fail. I don't allow myself to fail. So let me test more and get back into the grind.
Yeah, yeah, and I at that point, I felt like I felt ashamed, like. If I'm gonna send Gilberto some crap product with no sales and crap metrics again, it's like he's gonna think I'm a failure, right? It's almost like I felt like I'm gonna like disappoint you, or let you down in a way, right? So I thought, right, that's it. I'm just gonna sit in here and do my product research quietly and do it and do it. And like I told you, there was a time where I was doing product research for 3 weeks. I didn't test a single product. And only after that period of 2, 3 weeks, I picked a single product. And that was it. And that was the product that everything started with.
And the funny thing is, I saw the switch because at first you were testing so many products and you were having zero sales, literally zero
Yeah.
sales. And after, it's like, didn't hear from you and you just came back out of nowhere with a winning product. I'm like, this
Yeah.
man understood. I don't know when, but he understood. And the beauty is that I'm like, a lot of people, they do that, but they're not able to replicate it. But you, literally, few days after, another winner. So I'm like, he
Yeah.
understood now. He understood what is a good product. And, you know, I need to have compassion with, everybody at the same time because until you don't find that winning product, until you don't taste it, it's like you don't know what it is. Like it's like what am I looking for? Like I understand what he says, but I don't understand at the same time, you know?
I agree. And to be honest with you, it's same with then testing the product. When I was testing the product, I was doing what you were telling me, right? But kind of, it's not the same. It's like you don't read the metrics that well. You look at the metrics, it's like, okay, is it CTR above 1%? Isn't it? But it's not the same. I look at it now and I kind of see how it's behaving, what it's doing, whether there's any potential in it or not, if that makes sense. And
Yeah.
I don't know. That somewhat comes with practice, and whether the practice is actually finding the winning products, and that then kind of builds that practice. I don't know, but it's definitely I look back at what I was doing a few months back. I didn't really have a clue what I was doing, right? But maybe that's the journey I had to take to learn my way, the hard way, and now find it a little bit easier, put it that way.
I think it's called what you're describing. I think it's called experience. Let's say you go in a place and you don't feel comfortable and you tell your kid, don't go this way. And you don't know why. You don't know. But it's like there's something strange going on, but you don't exactly know what it is. That's kind of the same feeling with a winning product. When you have a winning product, you're like, kind of, to be honest, if you look at any winning product overall, that would not be a common product that you would sell. It's not something it's a pair of socks or, something like that everybody would say. It has something like a uniqueness into it. And sometimes, me and my brother, we always get impressed because we're like, we test some normal products and we're like, okay, let's test it because it makes sense. But we have other type of product that we're like, it doesn't make sense, but they have like a je ne sais quoi, like a something into it. And always those ones are the bread winners. And I think that's the thing that you need to spark and become great at it, identifying those products that are strange, but they will make a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah. It's the eye for the product, right? And then it's definitely experience, but there's a little bit of an art into all of this as well. Like it's no, you have to. I don't know. Like you definitely have it, right? It's a bit of a, it's not just skill, what I'm trying to say. That maybe there's a
Absolutely.
little bit of like the element of having an eye for something is kind of not always easy to describe where it comes from.
Absolutely. And after you had your first, let's say, winning product, what was the first struggle that you went into? Because the first thing is finding the winning products. After that you find it, there's a whole journey that starts. This is the beginning. This is not, the beginning
Yeah.
is not when you start testing the product, is actually when you have the winning product itself. This is when things get juicy and there's a lot of things to learn. What was the first, let's say, struggle that you had when you find that winning product?
Yeah, I mean the first struggle was to after a day or two seeing how the suddenly sales are going down, like what's going on? And then I was hit with reality how quickly you have to work on your creatives on TikTok to keep up the momentum, to keep up the sales, and keep growing. And yeah, that was a big struggle to be honest, and somewhat still struggling with it, right? Still in the process of finding a way how I can deal with it efficiently on a regular basis, how to have those new creators all the time and keep growing sales.
Did you believe that you would need to test so many creative on a daily basis in order to keep your product alive? Because when we say that creatives are everything, people kind of understand, but they don't. Like now that you're in it, like do you see like what is the amplitude of what we're saying?
Yeah, yeah, and again, it's kind of the same with anything else that we were talking about earlier. That I kind of understood what you say, but until I experience it, I had not realized the scale of it and the scale of how quickly you have to change the creators on TikTok and how many then you have to test is yeah, I didn't really I was not realizing the scale of that. That's definitely something that surprised me.
And you've going through a cycle right now. The first thing is finding your winning product. So now you find two winning products and it's doing quite well. After that is how to maintain those winning product alive. But um, the third one that you're going to go through is how to maintain your winning product alive and at the same time have the structure to start testing other products because you will lack somewhere. You will need a team. And that's, I told you multiple times, like start making money, put money on the side, and after that, start making a plan. Because a lot of people, they either stop before finding a winning product, or when they find a winning product, they don't make any money because now they're investing all of their money into searching for other product and training people. And now they're like, okay, I've just found a winner, made 100K, but out of the 100K, I made $1,000 profit. Like this business model doesn't work. You need to go step by step. and you will see it because now you're still in the early days of, let's say, your winner, and you'll have more winner eventually. But now it will be a new different skill because you will see some people will call, oh, I'm sick. Oh, my grandmother had an accident, or oh, no, no, no. People, when you hire them, always have excuse to not work, and it's just life. And you'll see you will need to deal with a new set of skills to go to this level.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm fully aware. And, every stage, the more you progress, there's probably new skills that will be required at each stage. So yeah, but that's the journey, rather than being scared, you just have to enjoy it and try to do your best to manage to handle that.
And guys, look, this man has been working very hard. To be honest, I always say to everybody and to anybody that I speak with, you cannot outwork me and my brother, or you cannot even match it because we work like freak every single day. This man work as much as us, and it's very rare to find someone that, let's say, has family, has everything. I don't have kids. I just have my mom and my dad to take care of, and my brother too, and I don't have nothing else. So it is normal for me to work hard, but for him, with everything that he's dealing with, that's that's not a normal human being. That's not a
Mhm.
normal human being now. So to be honest, I'm very happy that um that I've knew you, because at the same time, even though I'm the one who teach you, I learn from you, and I aspire to eventually have a family and be as as good of a man as you are, because you look like you can manage everything, and I don't know how well I will do it in the future when I have kids.
Thank you, Gilberto. But in the same way, I use you as a inspiration to succeed, to work hard, and when, like I said, the work rate came from me going through a transformation myself. I had to reinvent myself in a way. I didn't have that work rate few weeks back, few months back. And yeah.
Well, it's better late than never, let's say it that way. And before we leave, can you show, let's say, your obviously don't show your your shop, but at least show, let's say, the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks total refreshing of your sales, so people don't think it's fake, because we have a lot of messages that, oh, all of your students' success are fake, so we can have a little proof to show them that it's not, and you can really succeed in dropshipping.
Yeah, certainly. Oh, it's refreshing, isn't it?
Yeah, so we cannot see it properly, guys, but you kind of see that there's a few thousands in sales on the store. So
Yeah.
it is
Well,
it.
actually, I think that was sessions, but never mind. I'll try again, Gilberto. Look, I mean, this is no sales.
Okay, amazing. Now it's good. So thank you for your time. Thank you for taking this call. And guys, if you want to succeed in dropshipping, you need to stay consistent. You need to work hard, and you need to understand the business. If you don't understand the business, if you don't work hard, then you're not going to get success. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your message. And if you have any advice to give before we go to the subscribers, what message would you give them?
I think I'm not gonna come up with anything new that's not already been said here or anywhere else, to be honest with you. Just never give up, and then eventually you will see the success. It's all about just consistency. Continue, continue, continue. Don't give up, and then you will find the winner eventually.
Amazing. So thank you guys for watching this video. Wish you all an amazing rest of your day. Take care and peace out.